یک دو سه hello. Still there, day number 6 of 365. How did I silence my mind? No, I didn't do it. This will be one of my talks about depression and how I did manage to came out of one of the darkest page of my life, out of depression. I want to talk about silencing or living with a mind that never stop talking. How can we stop it? I don't know how. If you're like me, you can never silence it. Well, never is not a good word. You should never say never. But I listened many podcasts and videos from Oprah Winfrey, a great lady, from Tony Robbins, a great motivator and trainer. There are techniques how you can stop your mind of talking. You can meditate, yoga. They say there are many methods because it's sometimes very important to not hear what a pessimist, a negative, super talk active, crazy mind has to tell to us. But if you are in a situation that you cannot stop your mind, I cannot. My mind is a TV that is on with a 24 hour, 7 week, 30 days a month, or 31 days a month. It's always on, it's always talking, and it doesn't have good movies, it doesn't show any useful thing. Mostly it's either pessimist or finding issues or problems, or dreaming things that not the best dreams anyway. For me, during that time, the mind is a reflection of your soul, not directly, but a reflection of feeling of your soul. So when your soul feel broken and when you feel you are in trouble, then your mind just sing sad songs. Okay, I'm sorry, I am not a professional. I haven't watched the world or traveled a lot or achieved a lot, so I should not use a general word. Everything that I'm saying is about me. They are about my experience. So when I say you as a general, I don't mean that I know it for a fact and I can guarantee it. I mean that it is how it was for me, and I hope and deep in my heart believe that if it was for me, then it could be for you too. So when my soul is in trouble, my mind is driving a racing car in everything negative. It finds every negative thing in my life and it turns every things to negative. It finds every mistake of my life and it even turns my victories to mistake. And then listening to it will make me more and more depressed. It drawn me more and more in this depression. So it was important for me, and I think it will be important first for anybody, especially for someone who is dealing with a depression, to silence a negative mind. I couldn't silence it. What I did, which I think it was one of the best thing I have ever done and one of the most clever thing that I have ever done in my life, was not giving my mind time to talk. Okay, how did I do it? I didn't know what to do. I was thinking I don't have anything to do, well, because I didn't had much of the social life on that time, so even if physically I was working, if I was washing dishes, cleaning the house, still my mind was free, so it could keep driving and driving and driving deep in a dark forest of fear. So I had to stop the car. I did what you are doing now. I hope, of course, I hope you are not depressed, but what I did was putting my earphone on my ear, and I didn't have this nice earphone before. I had the one with the wire, so I was putting the earphone in my head and my phone in my pocket, and then choosing different topics from YouTube, and endlessly the whole day, even in a bed until I fallen asleep, I was listening to the talks, positive talks. I listened to every existing Oprah Winfrey podcast or video available on YouTube. Thank you very much, YouTube, to providing this opportunity, and thank you, Oprah, for being so great and being so inspiring. I love you very much. Listening to her was a big help to me. And then I listened to anyone who Oprah proposed, for any great person that she interviewed. One of those that at some point for, I don't know, 2 months replaced Oprah totally, because I was kind of listened to every available Oprah things, and I kind of listened to some of them several times, and I was bored of spiritual talk and interview with other peoples. I needed something new. Then it was Tony Robbins, great guy. He's a personal motivator. Yes, he talked about different techniques, how one can master his mind, his self, how can you believe in yourself, achieve different goal, and the way to keep your life in control. So at that point of my life, I really needed him, but it was not more like, it was not that I was actually doing what they were saying. I was just listening to them. I was listening to the different video of Tony Robbins' law of attraction, how to overcome your fears, how to overcome your depression, all of them over and over and over and over and over again. So that they become master of my mind, and also because I didn't want to give a time to my mind to think. If I am listening, then my mind is busy because it's listening. Somehow, if you try to actually listen, you cannot listen to something and think of something else. Of course, if you get bored and you just let that one to be a background music. For me, it was happening sometime, but trying to making myself come back and not fall into my mind trap again. This is what I recommend you. Okay, I would love to recommend you Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins. Oh my God, I'm not so good in the name. I can check and find the names of some people who I listen to them and later add under this video. But those were mainly people that either Tony Robbins or Oprah interviewed them, and all of them were great, and all of them were very much inspiring me. I am pretty sure there are many other people out there that can inspire you. Oprah and Tony were the one that I owe my life to them. I can say it bravely, I can say it openly. Yes, I can say it. I owe my life partly to to Oprah and Tony Robbins. If it was not for them and listening to them, I might have not lived to this day, or I might, yeah, I mean, I basically didn't have a power to continue anymore. It's so sad to say. So just not movies. You don't have to sit, okay? Get up. You should do things, okay? You should clean up the house. I know it's boring and you don't give a damn about it because you don't feel, but get up. Put your phone on your pocket, connect your earphone to your ear and open YouTube. Type, I don't know, if you don't like Oprah and Tony Robbins, just type out depression, fighting depression, feeling good, anything. These that are talking and talking. Check TED Talk, or just please listen to me. Listen to, especially if you are a girl, if you are a lady, listen to Oprah. If not, Tony Robbins is great for the time that you are feeling depressed. Listen and listen and listen over and listen over and listen over. Don't let your mind to stay empty. Sometime when for some reason I couldn't do that, or I didn't had access, or I don't know, for any reason, what I was doing while I was driving, I was trying to focus on everything. I start to read the number behind the serial number behind every car in front of me, and repeat it and make sentence of it and make joke out of it. So focusing on a number and find funny combination in order to not let my mind go wild. I knew that it was crazy. I was laughing at myself at some point, but it was just to have a hobby, to do something, to not let my mind run wild. I didn't know how to silence it. Go and learn it. I would like to learn it, but until you master that skill to silence your mind, don't let it run wild. I start to run. I was running a lot, but the problem is that while running, my mind was still free. So while running, I was counting the trees. Do what you think is the best in order to stop thinking. Thinking an active mind might, in a good condition and a best situation, be an advantage. When you are fine enough to direct the road and lead the trip. But otherwise, when you are not feeling fine, if you are trapped in a depression, an active mind is just a weight hanging on you and drawing you in a sea of depression. Don't fall for it. Silence it. Mute it. Listen to something else instead. I really hope that you listen to my advice, and I really hope that this advice help you. Keep the good spirit. If I could do it, you can do it too. If I could do it, you can do it too. You can come out of it. You can survive it. I love you. Bye bye. Like me. Bye bye.